And in the beginning, like I was doing yoga, and then in 2005, which is a long time ago now, I was really depressed and ended up trying to kill myself, and ended up in the mental hospital. And in the mental hospital, there's no spirituality, it's just pills, right? And so about 2 weeks into being there, I realized I have to do something. And they had this little gym, and nobody ever went there because all the people there just sitting and smoking. So I was the only person in the gym. And that's when I started doing yoga. And it wasn't to change anything. It was just, it's the only time when I felt okay. That like stopping all, because it's fucking crazy out there. I don't understand what people are doing. Most of the time, it's insanity, right? People are not nice to each other. They don't think about the consequences of things. And school is terrible. We're not learning how to breathe. We're learning how to do advanced mathematics, but not how to walk properly. It's very, very insane. So the yoga practice is the time for me where like I'm home. And it's not trying to fix anything about me because there's nothing wrong. It's just making me so that I can handle that part of it, because that part of it is beyond my control. So that's like that was a big shift for me. I think like in the mental hospital is when I really started practicing, because before that I was like doing yoga, but I wasn't practicing. And then, you need that something to break a little bit for you to say, okay, I need fixing. So today I want to integrate a new little movement to our flow. There's only us yet. As far as I know, nobody else is booked in. Nerea's booked in, but she hasn't appeared yet. No. Be wherever you want. Yeah, it's time to start now. She's normally always on time. But, okay. So I want to try a new little movement flow, and it's a little bit complicated. And the reason why we do complicated things is because when we're doing complicated things with our bodies, we really can't think about breakfast or anything else. So in preparation for all of that, there she is. Ahora que sí, estaba pensando dónde está Nerea y ahora se viene. Okay, see if you find a way of sitting that really works for you, where you feel supported and you feel your energy body move with your breath. See if you can tune into that little sound in the back of your throat when you exhale. It makes it contract a little bit. And then there's one job for you to do today, just one, and it's to maintain this breath the whole time. So I'm gonna trick you, try to cheat you, make things seem complicated so that you lose your breath, or you forget to breathe, or maybe your breath gets stuck, or maybe your breath gets like really heavy, like somehow that breathing is hard. But all of that is just me trying to push you away from your breath. It's the test, it's the challenge. That's what the class is can you continue to breathe like this no matter what your body is asked to do? Can you keep 25% of your attention the whole time on your breath? Let's see if you inhale and reach your right arm straight up with your palm facing in. And then see if you just hold it here and then start pulling your thumb a little bit more behind you just to open up through your shoulder. And then see if you turn your knife's edge or your little finger out to the side and then start swooping your arm behind you. We're going to do a really big circle to open up the chest, to open up the shoulder. Keep your other shoulder nice and relaxed, just one at a time. Maybe we'll do like 3 kind of circles here. Just really slowly. Now, I obviously can't keep breathing the whole class. I'm exempt from the breathing because I have to speak too. You're not. And see if you place your hand carefully on your right knee and then take your left arm very slowly, reach it up with your thumb pointing inward and backward. And then from here, let's do 3 really big circles. And it's, not a personal reflection on any of you. I don't know you that well in your personal lives yet. But I'm sure that just like for me, it wouldn't hurt you to do everything a little bit slower sometimes. Probably you go a little bit too fast sometimes. So maybe today can be that moment when you actually like go really slow and do everything with intention and focus and feeling and connection and staying with your breath. See if you bring both your hands to each of your knees, and then we're just going to roll through our shoulders a few times. And again, slower, bigger movements, I think, are better. And that feels so nice. So once we've done 3, let's change direction and do 3 the other way too. And see if you bring your chin towards your right shoulder. And see if you can press your right shoulder a little bit further down. I really want you to feel this on the left side of your throat. And then slowly bring your chin towards the corner where the wall meets the ceiling on the opposite end. So we're doing a diagonal opening of the throat. When you bring yourself back towards your shoulder, make sure your shoulder stays low. Inhale and come up towards the corner of the room and really lift your chin. And let's do that one more time. And then see if you bring your chin to your left shoulder. And then to the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. And then see if you slowly bring your head towards the center, and let's do a few circles. And when you do these circles, see if you like relax your face so your jaw can hang loose and your forehead relaxes. And I know that this sounds really weird, but see if you can let your teeth be a little looser in your mouth. And let's change direction and do these circles the other way too. And see if you bring your hands up just in front of your heart. We want to have a little bit of space between each of the fingers. We don't want the fingers to touch. And then we just want to shake from the shoulders a little bit and allow the fingers and the hands to relax. And if you imagine that you're kind of waving air in and through your heart, the heart opens both on the front and on the back. So try to see if you can feel the air moving from the front to the back. And see if you can get a little looser in your shoulders, shaking from the shoulders and just letting the rest of the arms be like, ugh, like jelly. And then from here, big inhale, reach up, hold yourself up, relax your shoulders. We're going to stay here for about 4 breaths. Press your sit bones down, the bones in your bum. Lift your ribs out of your hips. Lift your shoulders and then roll your shoulders slightly back and roll them down. And let's stay here for another breath. See if you lift a little bit taller with your inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you. Let's do a little twist. Inhale and let your head get closer to the ceiling. As you exhale, twist a little bit more. See if you can get more soft in your belly. Twist a little bit more. Keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. Lift your head. With your next inhale, start to come back, reach your arms up. We're going to hold them right here. And this time, put your palms on the ceiling, so flat palms, and try to lift the ceiling. Press more, 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 more. And then let's go to the other side. So your right hand on your left knee, your left hand behind. Lift with your inhale, twist with your exhale. And then do that again with your inhale, lift, get a little bit more space inside. And then when you exhale, seal that space. Go into it. See if you can twist more. And then slowly come back, arms straight up. And then see if you interlace your fingers and put them behind your head. You can have your neck on either side, open nice and wide. And see if you can squeeze between your shoulder blades. There's a walnut, and it's a really hard walnut. And I want you to try to crack your walnut with your shoulder blades. The other way to imagine it is that you're doing a huge smile with your arms. So you're really trying to open up your elbows, lift your heart a little bit more. Still breathing, right? Notice how the inhale is a little bit tougher here because your diaphragm is really stretched. Do it anyway. Take 2 more breaths. And slowly release your hands. If you're sitting on a block, take the block out. We're going to come with our feet in front and our bum still on the floor. I just want to keep working on the shoulders a little bit. So sometimes we do this tabletop and then we start from here and then it looks something like this. And then it's not a tabletop, it's more like a bowl. So Carlos would say it's a shitty table. So in order to really engage here, we want to squeeze the walnut, open the heart, and then use that to lift up. Some people really like throwing their heads back. Me, I don't. I like keeping my chin a little bit tucked in to protect the neck. So if you stay here and come a little bit higher for 2 breaths. Lift a little bit higher. And then slowly start to lower down. So we're going to turn our fingers backward, thumbs out to the side. Again, same thing, start by rolling your shoulders in, lifting your heart, and then come up, and we'll stay here for 2 breaths. Now it's in the forearms too. You can feel it. You're stretching into your forearms, getting a little bit stronger here, using the stabilizing muscles around your elbows. Everything's connected. Lift a little bit higher. And then slowly come down. See if you bring your hands to the tops of your feet. Try to bring your nose into your belly button and just relax your back for 3 breaths. See if you can get as soft as you can in your jaw. And use the jaw to relax your neck. And then relax your neck and between your shoulders and your upper back and your middle back and your lower back. See if you can get really nice and soft. And then see if you use your peace fingers, your middle finger and your index finger to wrap around your big toes. You can press your thumb into your big toes as well. And then we're just going to slide into a forward fold so the back just stays nice and soft. Feeling into the backs of the legs, feeling into the backs of the knees. Maybe push one foot forward and then the other foot forward like you pretend walking a little bit. On your inhale, see if you straighten your arms, flatten your back. Try to lift the ceiling with the top of your head. And then as you exhale, widen your elbows and pull yourself forward. We're going to do this 3 more times. Inhale, straight arms, lift your head, suck your belly in. Exhale, soft belly, come down. We're doing this 1 more time. On the inhale, lift yourself up. And on the exhale, fold. Nice one. So if you release your hands and then just take your right knee with you. Put your right foot flat on the floor. Take your right hand behind you and then see if you can come up somewhere around here. Just here. Slowly lower down, change to the other side and start to come up. Just a little bit. I just want to feel into the shoulder. I don't want to go all the way into the twist yet. Let's do 2 more, 1 to each side. Feeling into your shoulder, feeling into the parts of you that are doing the work. And see if you slowly come down. Cross your feet at your ankles. Come over to all 4s. And see if you bring your feet into position. Check in with your knees. Check in that your hips are about hip width apart. And then see where your hands are and what your fingers are doing. Can you bring your hands a little bit more underneath your shoulders? Yes. So always we have a tendency to kind of be over here, right? Like we want to have the index finger knuckle underneath the shoulders. Nice one. Toes tucked in. With your inhale, come back towards your bum. And then exhale, bring your nose towards your belly button. Now the inhale, and round up. Keep your nose into your belly button. With your exhale, look forward, stick your tail out, and then pull from your tail back to your heels. Inhale, tuck your tail in, round up, fill up the space. Exhale, head forward, tail back, pull back. Inhale, round. Exhale, out and back. Inhale, round up. Exhale, stick your tail out, press back. 1 more time, come up, and then on the inhale here, we're doing this cat and a cat. With your exhale, start bringing your right shoulder towards your right hip. Inhale, come back, cat. Exhale, left hip to left shoulder. Inhale, come back to cat. Exhale, right hip to right shoulder. Inhale, come back. Left hip to left shoulder. Inhale, come back. Last time to the right. And 1 more time, let's find the left. See if you come back to this angry cat. Inhale and fill up your belly and your bum. See if you come into cow pose. And then from cow pose, see if you can just lift your knees and hold them in the air for about 2 breaths. On your next exhale, stick your tail out, press your legs up, come into downward facing dog. And then I want to walk with the legs straight, tiny steps, little steps forward. Keep your legs straight though, the whole time, all the way to your hands. All the way. See if you come into your tippy toes, but on your tippy tops of your fingertips is what I meant to say. On your inhale, look forward, pull your head as far away from your bum as you can. Press your bum backwards, open your legs. Exhale, you can bend your knees a little bit and then lay your chest over your thighs. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, come forward. If you can straighten your legs flat back. Exhale, bend and come a little bit closer. 2 more times on your inhale, look forward. And then on your exhale, come in. Last time, inhale, look forward. And then see this time when you exhale, bend your knees, tuck your tail in a little bit, release your hands, bring your hands to your hips. Roll your heart forward, bring your shoulder blades together behind your back, and then from here, start to come all the way up to standing. So your back body is nice and active when you come up. On your inhale, raise your arms. And let's do a little banana to the sides. So maybe we'll do it to the left first. So just hang out to the left side. Inhale, come over, and then come to the right. Inhale, come back to the center and slowly bring your hands to your heart. So it's about to get a little bit weird. We're doing something new today. For you, it's all new anyway, so it's all the same, really. Breathing is slow and deep. And somehow I want to feel when I inhale that I breathe all the way into here. Not just here, but I go all the way down. Maybe, it's not working. It's not how it works. But you could try to breathe all the way down to your toes. That's like gold star breathing. Press into the 4 corners of your feet. Lift the insides of your feet. Engage your knees, whether you bend them a little bit or whether you activate them and make them really straight. That's up to you. See how you want to be with your bum, with your hips. Just adjust yourself. You could be in this pose, not just for a minute, but for lots of minutes or even years or millennia. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. So stand like a mountain. See if you lift all your toes. With your next inhale, reach around your body, pull the energy up and send it into the heaven. On your exhale, connect through the center channel in your body to the earth below your feet. With your inhale, look forward and create a little bit of space. Exhale and bow into that space. Inhale your right foot up in the air. Hold it in the air for about maybe 1 full breath. And then exhale, step it back. Lower your right knee as well. Okay, so from here, we're going to inhale and reach ourselves up. Then from here, we're going to pull the elbows apart and open the heart. So first thing in the morning, we're stiff here. It's not going to feel that great, but it will. Then from here, I want you to lean back, lift your heel, keep your heart open. We're not doing this. We're keeping the heart open. And then once you're down, bring your hands to the sides of your foot and lean into your knee. Yes. Inhale, and as you come forward, press your left foot down a lot. Press into your right toes and see if you can swoop up all the way to high lunge. Beautiful. Manuela, la pierna derecha, like the back leg is straight. Try to push through the heel. When it's bent, it's all kinds of things happening with the gravity, but when I can have it straight, I have that support. From here, exhale, lower your hands. Now, we're gonna keep the left hand on the floor. No, sorry, it's the right hand, sorry. I'm getting there. We're gonna keep the right hand on the floor, and then we're gonna tip both feet towards the right side. So we're on the knife edge, the little finger side of both feet. So right hand stays down and the feet both turn. Yes. And then from here, you're gonna use your index finger to grab hold of the big toe on your left foot. As you come up, try to press your right foot flat. And you can just come to about here, just for like a moment. We're starting now, soft. Just hold your leg lifted, maybe lift it a little bit higher, and then use your hand, and then over 1, 2, 3 seconds, slowly bring your left foot back to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Bring your hands down, step back. We're gonna hold the plank. 1, 2, 3. Lower your knees, your chin, and your chest. So if you stay here, but press your shoulders up, tuck your toes back, squeeze your bum, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then pull your heart open. Squeeze that walnut, crack the walnut, work it. Slowly release your hands, bring them underneath your shoulders, elbows in, tuck your chin in, press the floor down, and start to come up. And the last thing you uncurl is your head. Exhale for downward facing dog. We will be for 3 breaths. That's a lot of 3 breaths, isn't it? On your inhale, lift your right foot. And then take 2 breaths just to play around with your right foot in the air. Maybe you do circles with your foot. Maybe you do circles with your knee. Maybe you do circles with, I don't know what bit. Just move it around. Feel easy, light, connected. And then see if you take your right foot forward and place your right foot near your right hand. Lower your left knee. Inhale and raise yourself all the way up. And then really work into that crescent, opening the heart, open your elbows. And then start to lean the leg back, lift your heel. Keep your heart open all the way down. Last thing that connects to the floor is your fingertips. And then from here, with your inhale, we're coming all the way up into a high lunge. So see if you can just follow that breath all the way through. Beautiful. And then see if you slowly exhale. So this time, left hand stays on the floor, and we're gonna turn both feet towards the little finger, the little toe edges. Yes, grab hold of your right foot with your index finger and your thumb. Lift up and just see where you get to. 1 more breath. Step your right foot forward. Use your hand to guide your foot all the way to the front end of your mat. Now, see if you can find a way of balancing from here. We're going to kick up and find the left leg just kind of like in the air. And then from here, instead of putting your left leg now next to your right foot, I want you to cross it and put it in front of your right foot and then fold. We'll stay for an extra breath, just for the knees. For the knees. Love your knees. See if you take your right leg, reach it straight up behind you. And we're gonna do what's called not warrior 3, but rather the airplane. So arms are gonna be out by the sides. And rather than looking down and having your shoulders fall forward, so if you roll your shoulders back, squeeze your walnut, press into your back foot, hold. Great, hands together, feet together. Tadasana, where we could just be for like 6,000 years. How's your breathing going? How's everything feeling? We're doing the whole thing all over again. Inhale, reach up, open yourself. Exhale and ground. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look inside. With your inhale, lift your left leg. Hold it straight for a little moment. And then slowly lower your left foot and then your left knee. With your inhale, reach up, low crescent. Come all the way back, open your heart, bring your elbows apart, really use that to open, and then start to fall into yourself. Inhale from here, we're moving into the high lunge. So coming all the way up and over. Beautiful. And then from here, hands down. So again, onto the outside edges of both feet. Find your big toe with your index fingers. Yeah, that's it. And then when you start to come up, just because if you're on the side of your foot, it's going to be very hard. So try to put your left foot flat when you lift up. And then if you know, like happy baby, we're working towards happy baby where the knee is pulling towards the armpit. One more breath. And then slowly over 3 seconds, start to bring your foot back towards the floor. Control it the whole way. Slow and controlled. Lower the foot, take your hands to your mat, and then see if you step back, plank. And we'll be in plank for 3 full breaths, because why not? Slowly lower your knees, your chin, and your chest. Lay yourself down completely flat, but try to avoid pressing your belly down. Try to suck your belly in, pretend you're wearing a corset. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Press the tops of your feet down, press your hands away. Lift up and open. Slowly release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your chin in. Press your in legs. Lift. Use your front body to press against your back body. The last curl. So your whole spine moves like one sneaky thing. Come back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths, they're yours. You do whatever your body is asking you for. With your inhale, lift your left foot straight up. And then give yourself some time just to play around with your left leg. Maybe you can go over there, or maybe like there. Can you go under there? And then slowly take your left foot forward towards your left hand. Lower your right knee. Inhale your way into this low crescent. Find it all the way behind you. Open your heart. Pull your elbows apart. And then start sucking your left hip back. Extend your left leg. Lean forward, but keep your heart open the whole way. Slowly find your fingertips on the floor. And then from here, start to come forward and up all the way into this crescent. High crescent lunge. And then slowly lower your right hand. No, it's the left hand, isn't it? No, it's the right hand, yeah. Just a bit. I was practicing this yesterday and I was like, I'm still gonna get it wrong in the class. And I don't know if it's because I said I was gonna get it wrong that I'm getting it wrong. But here we are. On the knife edge of the feet, take hold of your left big toe and then help your left leg up. And let's see if we can hold a little bit higher if things are starting to become a little bit easier. The first time I tried this pose, I fell on my butt and I had a bruise for about a week. So you're doing great. See if you step your left foot forward over 3, 2, 1. And then see from here, you're ready to shoot up. We're doing this nice little airplane. It's not warrior 3, it's airplane. Heart's lifted and the arms are wide. Feet together, hands by the heart. Tadasana, we could just be here and here and here. Nothing really matters. It's just so good to breathe. I'm going to do the whole thing 2 more times, 1 more for each side. Might add a little thing in the middle this time. Let's go again. Inhale, reach around, open your body temple, send your energy, your love up into heaven, and then find your way back to earth. Explore and create more space. And then exhale, go into your space. With your inhale, lift your right foot. And see if you hold your right foot there. Maybe take your fingers off the floor and see if you can come into this crescent lunge very slowly, very gracefully. Everybody's on their own. Find your way to find the next pose in a way that's connected. This is Hatha flow after all. It's not just from pose to pose. It's also how we get there. Open your heart and start to fall into your leg. Ready for the high lunge? Feel it, breathe it, press out through the back heel. Yes. And start to come down, right hand. Flip your feet. Find your left big toe with your left hand. And let's see if we can lift and come a little bit higher for 3 breaths. Nice one. Bring your foot back. And then see if you spin towards the inside of your mat. So your feet are going to turn towards one side. And we're just going to hang here in the middle for maybe 2 more breaths. And then see if you start to walk your fingertips forward, flatten your back a little bit. Try to pull your head as far away from your bum as you can. Press your bum back, press your head forward. Lengthen your spine a little bit. Walk your hands over towards the right side. And see if you can turn your fingers so that they're pointing towards the short end of your mat. Try to pull yourself smaller on the right waist and then really opening the left side. Get closer to your right leg, closer to your right leg, closer. Breathing. Releasing, opening, all of that's happening right here, right now. And then slowly walk your hands towards the center. And then walk your hands over towards the opposite side. Turn your fingers so they're pointing towards the short end of your mat. Shorten your left waist. Lengthen your right side. And then see if you slowly turn your left foot forward. Bring your hands towards the center of your mat-ish. Take your left foot back. Hold your plank for 5 breaths. Really? 5? Do you think it will go faster if you breathe faster? No. Last breath. Slowly lower your knees, your chin, and your chest. Tuck your toes back. See if you can lift your belly. Bring your hands behind you. Press your hands toward your bum and lift your upper body. This time, see if you lift your feet as well. Try not to open them too much or to have, they could touch, or you can just feel that your legs are magnetizing towards each other. One more breath. Slowly lower your feet. Release your hands, bring them underneath your shoulders. Tuck your tail in, tuck your chin in, press your belly button in towards your spine. The last thing that uncurls is your head. Yes. Downward facing dog. And you're on your own for 3 breaths. You get to do whatever feels good, including child's pose. Maybe. So here we go with your inhale. Lift your right foot. See if you just play around with it a little bit. Maybe you shake your leg. Maybe you spin your foot. Maybe you spin your knee. Maybe you tap your knee on your elbow. So many things can happen here. Play a little bit. Just feel around. And then step your right foot forward by your right hand. Lower your left knee. Now we're starting in our low crescent lunge. Come up and open your heart. Pull your elbows apart. Keep your heart open. Extend your right leg and see if you can fold slowly. The last thing is your fingertips on the floor. See if you come all the way forward. We're coming up in high lunge. Lift up, open. And then this time, left hand's going to find the floor. We're turning the feet to the right side. Find your right hand towards your right big toe. Press the sole of your left foot down. And just see where you can get to. And then over 3 slow seconds, start to bring your foot slowly back. Control, control, control. Nice one. From here, friends. Airplane. 1, 2. Shoot off. Take off. Let's stay here for 3 full breaths. See if you can pull your heart more toward your bum. So your back is a little bit rounder. Rounder? Yeah, more open. It's not doing that warrior 3 thing where everything's straight. We're going into curvy stuff. Feet together, hands by the heart. And then 6,000 years just to be a mountain with nothing else to do than just to be here. Let's go again. Inhale, reach around, open your body, send the energy up. Follow the yang energy down and connect your yang to the yin of the earth. Inhale, open space. Exhale, explore your space. Inhale, lift your left foot. See if you hold it in the air there for a little moment. You can release your hands. And then from here, very controlled, very fluid, lower yourself back into this nice crescent that we found here. Open your heart. And then see if you can keep your heart open as we fold over. Fingertips to the floor. Feel ready, come up into your high crescent lunge. Beautiful. So here we go again. Left hand's gonna come down. Feet are gonna turn to the knife's edge. Find your right foot and see if you can lift up, press into your left foot. If it's getting boring, you can always start working towards straightening the leg, but there's no need. I'm more interested in your shoulder mobility today and your balance. Over 3 seconds, maybe 4, start to bring your foot back down. And then spin your feet towards the left side and see if you just hang in between your legs for a moment. So here, see if you make sure you're pressing into all 4 corners of your feet. Press into your big toes, the outside edges of your feet, but keep your toes soft. See if you walk your fingers forward until your back is a little bit more straight. Press your bum back. Let your arms stay straight. See if you can suck your head in a little bit. Yes. And then start walking your hands towards the back side of your feet. You can turn your thumbs so they're facing towards you and your fingers are pointing away. Use your biceps and then try to stick your nose in your own bum. Try to get really close, like you want to see the other side of your body where you never get to go. Breathe, open, soften, relax. Maybe another breath. And then slowly release yourself. Let's do this little side body stretch again. So walk your hands over towards your left foot. Point your fingers towards the short end of your mat. Shorten your left waist and extend and open your whole right side. Maybe you bend your knees a little bit and push your bum further back. You can open the side body a little bit more. One more breath here. And then let's start making our way over towards the right foot. Turn your fingers toward the short end of your mat. Shorten the right side of your waist. Open your whole left side. Maybe try to bend your knees and push your bum further back. See what happens. Slowly start to spin your left foot back towards the front end of the room. We're doing our airplane. 1, 2, 3, lift off. Let's go. Fly. Walnut. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Feet together, hands by your heart. "6,000 years of being a mountain." Feel your mountain. Let's go again. Inhale, reach up, open yourself. Exhale and fold. Inhale, look forward, create some space. Exhale and explore your space. Inhale and lift your left foot. See if you can hold your left leg in the air. Release your hands from the floor. Very slowly, very gracefully, find your way into our low crescent lunge. Try to open your heart as much as you can. And then keep your heart open. Suck your right hip in and fold over your right leg. Last thing that comes to the floor are your fingertips. And then from here, friends, high lunge. Press into your right foot. Raise yourself all the way up. And then last time, left hand on the floor. Take your right foot and lift yourself up here. One more, and then 3 seconds to bring the foot back. So it's really slow and controlled the whole way. Now let's go for our plank. Yay! And then in this plank, see if you bring your feet towards one side and then towards the other side. And then do that 2 more times, once to each side. And again, last time. To the side, to the other side. Back to plank. And then see if you want to lower your knees or keep your legs straight, bend your elbows for chaturanga. Tuck your toes back, lift yourself up. Upward facing dog or cobra if your legs are still on the floor. And then downward facing dog will be for 3 breaths. This is the last time. So in some ways, you know, if we were doing exercise, but the last one, give your all, you're tired now. Oh, just let it be over with. But this is yoga, and yoga is different. So now we know that the body is more open, the mind is more connected, and everything's just flowing better. So this is going to be the best one, the slowest one, the most intentional one. And this one, this last one that we're moving through now, will be your starting point for the next time. So with intention, lift your left foot, hold it straight in the air. And then play around with your leg a little bit. Do something you haven't done before. Enjoy your moment. And slowly step your left foot forward towards your hand. Lower your right knee. Crescent Lunge. We're going to be really slow the whole way. Open your heart. Keep your heart open. Suck your hip into your hip socket. Press into the heel and start to fold yourself slowly over. Last thing is your feet, fingertips. And then really slow, like slower than you ever have into this crescent lunge. Coming all the way up, but moving really slowly. It can take like 4 breaths. It's all good. Yes. And then we're going to spin everything around. We're going to lower the right hand. Turn the feet to the outer edges. Grab hold of the big toe. And last time, come up here. And then over 3 slow, controlled seconds, bring your foot back to the front. Airplane. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Hands and feet together. Mountain. I am a mountain. And see if you widen your feet a little bit. You can create a little bit more space and then maybe turn your feet slightly outward. And see if you come down towards the squat. Just breathe and relax and loosen and open. Let everything get soft in your bum, your hips, your thighs. I'm about to do one last little intense exploration, but we just take this moment to feel it first. See if you slowly bring your feet a little bit closer in, like turn your toes in. See if you come forward to awkward 2. So we want to sit on our bum with our arms in front. And we're going to come up into awkward one or chair pose from here. So lower your heels, don't stick your butt out, stick your butt in, keep your legs low, bring your hands in line with your shoulders, stay here, lift your heels, come back down. See if you come all the way into the squat. It's going to happen 3 more times, just like that. So awkward 2 is all straight angles. And then awkward 1 or chair pose, make sure you try to keep your bum doing the work. Hold. Awkward 2, so coming back down, lifting the heels, flat back, thighs are parallel. And then it's just squat. So we're doing the whole thing one more time to start now. So come back into your awkward 2. And then let's find awkward 1. And then it's not really over yet. So take your right foot and take a really big step. And then keep your feet about 45 degrees. Tuck your bum in. Pubic bone towards belly button. Hands in 90 degrees. So this is goddess pose. See if you bring your right elbow towards your right knee. Come back up. Left elbow to left knee. Come back up. One more time to the right. Back up. To the left. Back up. And then hold here. Come a little bit lower. Try to be 90 degrees. Try to tuck your tail in more. Squeeze your thighs. Hold everything. One more breath. And then step yourself back forward to awkward. And then from awkward, we're going to come into awkward 2. And then from awkward 2 into our squat. And if you want to and you're cool, you can try to come into Bakasana from here if you feel like it, just for a little moment. Look forward. Yes, 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 yes. Och så hela tiden, try to press this knuckle down. Because if this starts lifting, you're going to push too much in the wrist and it will give you pain. So try to press this one down. And then if you look down, you don't have, your head's not really helping. If you look forward, you can use your head to balance out the weight of your ass. Yes, yes, yes. Nice one. From there, let's just roll all the way over. And if you can, tap your feet on the floor behind you. So from here, you can close your eyes and then just listen, because I don't want you to turn your head. It's not good for your neck. Can you walk your legs more towards the right side, both your feet to the right? Just stay here, breathe here. And then walk your legs slowly back towards the center and then over towards the left side. Just stay and breathe here. And then walk your legs back towards the middle. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, press your elbows into the floor, walk your shoulder blades in a little bit closer towards each other. Try to get your elbows as close as possible. Press your elbows down, bring your hands to your lower back. Lift your legs and use your hands to guide you into shoulder stand, where I would like you to be for at least 6 or 7 breaths. Så du kan sätta dina händer här om du vill. Precis, och så försök hålla armbågarna i. Håll ihop tårna. Spänn dig lite i baken så vi kan lyfta benen. There, that's it, that's it, that's it. chest. And you see where, like, when your elbows come out, if you try to have them as close in as possible, you get a little bit more of that action going. Whereas here, then you don't have so much weight on the shoulders. Good job, Manuela. That's the most powerful thing, is to know what you really want to do. It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes people come to yoga and they're like, it's really hard for me and my leg's broken and I can't do that thing. And they apologize to me like I would be angry. I don't know what kind of teacher you had in school, you know? So if you slowly come down to the floor and then hug your knees into your chest. And then see if you just imagine that you're not a body, you're a boat. And that the floor isn't a floor, it's the ocean. And just let yourself be rocked like a boat on the ocean. If you have been keeping your face the same the whole time, then maybe now you can do some silly faces, pull your tongue out, do something crazy, just a little bit of face yoga here. Nobody's watching, everybody's doing their own thing. Saw some of that. Move your jaw. Relax your forehead. And then see if you release your left leg, just hold on to your right leg. Use your left hand to help your right leg cross over your body towards the left side. Try to keep your right shoulder and your right hand on the floor. Just go to wherever you really feel like this is it. This is my place. Breathe. Stay soft. And then slowly pull yourself back into the center. Hug your right knee in. See if you can relax the front of your left thigh and the front of your right thigh a little bit more, just for another breath or two. And then slowly release your right leg. Take your left knee and bring it into your chest. And then slowly help your left leg with your right hand towards the left side. Keep your left hand and your left shoulder on the floor. And just, it's not about going so far as it is to feel, release, connect. And take yourself out of it. Soften, relax. Slowly start to come back. Hug your left knee in. And then see if you slowly extend your left leg to straight. So see if you just wave your feet a few times just to release your legs. And then see if you puff your chest up, lift your bum, and then stick your tail in just a little bit more. Like tuck your tail in so you're flattening your lower back. Lift your shoulders, press into the back of your head. Bring your shoulder blades in towards each other so that your heart is lifted. Press your shoulders down, lift your head, tuck your chin in towards your chest, press your head away from your body, and then slowly lower your head so that your neck is nice and straight. Turn your palms facing up and see if you can keep your thumbnails on the floor the whole time. This is your time. This is your time to relax, to reset, to restore, to let go. Shavasana, Shavasana. Shavasana is the most difficult yoga pose. This is the most difficult. So if you imagine now that there is this massive ball of love energy floating around in the room, and if you ask this massive ball of love energy to come and fill you up, it will. But you have to ask. You have to ask this massive ball of love energy. See it? Floating around, sparkling, lighting up the room. Just ask it. Tell it, this ball of love energy that you want to receive. And you can even tell this ball of love energy where in your body you need it. And it will go there. But you have to ask. You have to ask. Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya Om Bhurbhuvah Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya Om Bhurbhuvah Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya Om Bhurbhuvah Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya Om Bhurбhuvah Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya Om Bhurбhuvah Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya. Just take a little moment to remind yourself that this is your time. This is really your time. It's not anybody else's time. You're not on the clock. You're not working, doing, achieving for anybody else. This is time for you just to be without any pressure, without any stress, without anybody else needing to benefit. You're not doing this to be better for, you're just doing this to be, just to be. And then little by little, start to pour the energy from that energy ball of love into every pore of your skin. Let it dissolve into your bones. Feel this love energy just take over for a little moment so that you can just let go. Notice how everything in your body is light, vibration, and love now. Reach from your heart down into your feet and see if you can start moving your toes. Feel your legs. Your legs are awesome. They're so cool. They're so strong and they walk you around and they're so useful and they look so nice when you wear pants or a skirt or even shorts. Love your legs a little bit. Reach from your heart through your arms and feel the magic of your hands. Feel your fingers start to release. Loving on your arms and your hands for all the amazing things that they can carry and do, hold and move around. How pretty your fingers are and your shoulders. And feel your arms and your legs and then everything between, from the top of your head to your sacrum, to your sacred space. You can stretch out, you can roll into a ball, you can do any of that, all of that. Everything's cool. And see if you slowly, when you're ready, make your way to an easy pose, and we'll end in easy pose today. Easy pose is not what I'm doing what's easy for me. Easy pose for you will look different, feel different. Just once you're here, stay in this peaceful place. Try not to fidget too much. Try to just stay so. It's already starting to get crazy out there. You can hear it now. It's coming. And you're about to go back out into the fray. But it's not just you going back out there. It's you better. A little bit better. A little bit more. And you know why you're here and what you came here to do. And you know what the challenges are and how to move through them the same way as we do through yoga, that is to breathe and flow. And you got this day. This is your day. This is going to be one of those amazing days. You got this. So if you slowly bring your hands to your heart. And we'll end with connecting to Om for peace, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then Hari Om. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Let's go again. Let's Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for your practice. Thank you to all of the teachers that have been sharing yoga for the thousands of years that we have been practicing. And we're still here and we're still getting benefit and we're so grateful. Namaste.